Claude Code just released something that's going to change how we use AI forever. Claude Code is by far the most powerful AI tool out there today. I use it to automate 90% of my business. From building AI agents, my apps, my software, to creating content ideas, I use it for absolutely everything. And they just released Claude Code for mobile. So I can now do all of this from something that can fit into my pocket. In this video, I'll show you how you set up Claude Code correctly, and then how you activate it from your phone so you have access to the most powerful AI models at all time. This is the complete guide, so let's get into it. The first thing you want to do is that you want to search up Visual Studio Code, which is a code editor. And don't worry, you don't need to write any code yourself. Just click download. And that will start downloading Visual Studio Code for our computer. When it's done, open up the installer and install the application. There we go. When it's done, we can open up Visual Studio Code. Now I want to just create a folder. So I'm just going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call that Claude Test Mobile. Because now we can go inside of our Visual Studio Code. We can click open, and we can open this folder from our laptop. Just click allow, and then I click yes, I trust. And now we are inside of our code editor. But of course, this is a completely empty folder, so we don't have anything in here yet. But what we can do is that we can go up and we can open the terminal. And now we want to install Claude Code to our computer. Just go to the web, search Claude Code install, and then go to this quick start Claude Code docs. And if you have a Mac, then you're going to choose this install right here. If you have a Windows, then you choose one of the others. But I copy this command and I then paste it into my terminal, because this will now download Claude Code for us. Now it says setting up Claude Code, installing Claude Code native build for the latest update. And you need the newest version of Claude Code in order to be able to do this. And there we go. It now says installation complete. I can now write clear. That's basically just going to clear the terminal. And then we write Claude, and that's going to open up the Claude setup just like this. We can then choose if we want dark mode or light mode. I'm definitely going to go with dark mode. And we can choose if we want to use our Anthropic API key. That will get very expensive though. I'd recommend going with a Claude Code account subscription. I'd recommend that you start with the Pro plan of Claude. That is $17 a month. But if you really use it a lot, at some point you're probably going to upgrade to the Max plan. But this is probably one of the most worth it subscriptions that I've ever bought in my life. I can use my arrows up and down and choose what I want. So I just hit enter to Claude Code Work subscription, and that's going to make me sign in right here and authorize that this Claude Code terminal will use my subscription. And there we go. Login successful, press enter to continue. I hit enter, and then I hit enter again, and then I hit enter again, and then I write yes, use recommended settings. And there we go. Now we're inside of Claude Code, and we can basically tell it to create anything we want. This AI basically has access to our entire folder, and it can basically do anything. But I want to be able to do all of that on my phone as well. And the way we do that is that we write / and then remote control, and that's going to prompt the setup of the remote control. And the remote control is basically our phone. And then we just hit enter to enable remote control for this session. And this basically gives us a URL right here that we can use. Keep this URL secret, because if anyone else gets access to this URL, they can go in and they can make updates to your Claude Code session, which you don't want. We want Claude Code on our phone. So I'll take this URL and I'll ask Claude to turn this into a QR code I can scan from my phone. To expand this QR code, I then hit Ctrl O. That's going to show me the QR code. I can then either scan this QR code, or I can also take this session URL and just copy this into my browser like this. And there you can see, now we have Claude Code from our mobile. I can also open this in the app if I click top right corner, if I already have downloaded the Claude Anthropic app. And there you go, now we have our Claude Code session remote control from our mobile. So I could then ask it, I want you to create a landing page for my AI agency called Shiny.ai. You are a highly paid designer and developer. I want it very futuristic and professional looking. Enterprise. And then add animations and make it get on both laptop and mobile. One thing that you need to know is that this terminal that you have right here needs to be running with the Claude Code session. So if I wanted to go to dinner, I would leave my computer open with this terminal, and then I can control it from my phone. And now you can see it says what text that we want to use. Let's just go with Next.js. What section should be the landing page? Full enterprise suite. And then it's being built out all from our phone. And you can see it says the user wants shows up right here on our Claude Code instance. And now it even pops up with the commands it wants to run. Bash wants to run, yes, allow. And wants access to all of these things. So just gonna write allow once. We let it do absolutely everything. It said it's done. Let's see how it looks. I can then just go to localhost 3000. And there we go. We have a complete futuristic website for our agency built completely from our phone. This is insane. And it even has animations when I hover over things. The way I'll be using this is that, let's say I have to go do something. I will then just activate remote control, open it from my phone, go do whatever I need to do, and just be able to sit there and see, okay, what is it doing? And even give it more instructions, etc. Sometimes you have Claude Code sessions that are literally running for like 20, 30, even like full hours. So being able to see what it does, see where it is in its progression is so valuable. If you want to build AI systems and websites like this for businesses, then you should definitely check out our community, the 1% in AI. We have weekly calls and we have the 30-day challenge that takes you from a complete beginner to building an AI agency in 30 days. And the best thing is, when you complete the challenge, you actually get your first payment completely refunded. If that sounds interesting, then I'll leave a link to this right below this video. Albert out.